I've been working or studying or doing research on biodiversity, and then I had a chance to work at the interface between science and policy. So this is the reason why I was asked to participate in the evaluation. While we were going through the evaluation of biodiversity and ecosystem services in Africa, we identified some gaps. And one of them is that we do not have enough identification structures in Africa. We still need to identify a number of organisms in the forest or in the desert, places that are not very accessible. So identification is one thing we have to continue doing. The second thing we need to put in place is monitoring systems, because we need to find how things are evolving. And we have not enough information, apart from some countries like Southern Africa, particularly South Africa, where we have a lot of information in time. But in many countries, we do not have that. So we need to put in place mechanisms to monitor evolution of biodiversity in time. Another gap that I identify that we need to consider is the fact that we do not know the value much. We have to document the value of different components of biodiversity. Without that knowledge, of course, if we don't know the value, we will neglect or we will misuse the biodiversity that we have. But if we know the value, particularly socioeconomic values, then it will be possible for us to take good care of biodiversity. So we need to do some work in that area. So the last area where I think we should go is the scenarios. We need to start projecting what can happen if we do this, what can happen if we do not do something. So scenarios, valuation, and monitoring, as well as identification. I think these are the areas where we need to put a lot of emphasis. But in addition, we need to find a way to communicate the results of our findings, and particularly trying to integrate this in education programs, not only at the university level research, but also at the very low level, because it is through the youth that we can have the real solutions and then see that in the future. I've always considered biodiversity as the basis of life on Earth, because if I look outside, I see biodiversity. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I touch is biodiversity. It's part of biodiversity that I consider as the plants, animals, and microorganisms all together. We look at biodiversity at 3 different levels. At the genetic level, because we have to consider all the varieties of food we have, varieties of maize, varieties of whatever we need, animals, etc., that we domesticate. And, so that is one aspect. And then we look at biodiversity at the species level. This is where, for example, we have all these wildlife in Africa, very important for tourism. And we also try to look at biodiversity at the ecosystem level, which is for me quite important, because not only we have plant, animals, and microorganisms, we also have human beings, because we have a lot of impact on biodiversity and we are part of it. If we change one part of the ecosystem, if we lose some of the plants or the animals, it will affect us in some ways. So that is very important. I am optimistic, surely, but we need to do a lot of convincing, a lot of communicating, a lot of... What I want to do immediately as we leave here is to interact, first of all, with the African Development Bank. I've already started interacting with them, and also the African Union, and convey the results of the work that we have just finished. Because you probably know that the African Development Bank has 5 priorities for Africa. This has been accepted by all the head of state in Africa. One is we need to feed Africa. We need to provide energy and power to Africa. We need to industrialize Africa. We need to integrate Africa. And finally, increase improve the conditions of living in Africa. So these are the 5 priorities. Now, what I'm going to show them is that biodiversity underpins all these things. And I will give them all the details, all the examples, so that when they start approving projects, or when they are encouraging people to develop projects, they take these things into consideration. So my feeling is that government can take advantage of what we have just completed, but we need to explain to them as much as we can so that they also own the results of this work.